Perfect Match Season 3 wrapped. We gonna keep this short and sweet, but let's discuss. Hey y'all, it's Nate. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Perfect Match Season 3, the finale. So if you haven't seen it yet and you don't know who won, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on the finale, but of course I want to hear yours, so feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation, and give this video a like before you go so I know you enjoyed it. As I mentioned at the top of this video, we're gonna keep this short and sweet because I am currently in the thick of Love is Blind UK Season 2, and well, this last episode, how much can we really say about it? So again, this is my first time watching Perfect Match. One thing that I do like about this show is that it's kind of like The Circle in the sense that the reunion is baked into the finale, and I like that because I like seeing the cast come together at the end. I don't know if it's normal for them to have a compatibility challenge during the last episode, but they did this season, and I liked it because it brought it down to the two couples who remembered the most about each other. And if you're gonna be crowned perfect match couple, then you probably should remember some stuff about each other. That being said, Lucy and Daniel winning this is absolutely ridiculous. And then Lucy deciding that she wanted to go to Fiji, the home of Love Island, where the most diabolical things happen to relationships. It was definitely a choice. Fiji!
Yeah, I think we're gonna do Fiji. We talked about this so many times. Fiji's where we're going. It's been decided.
And that's exactly why they broke up weeks later. Not a couple of months, not a year, weeks. Which leads me to believe that it's less than 4, because if it was 4 weeks, you might as well just say a month. So 3 weeks or less. So did they even get to go on that vacation? I'm glad they split. Daniel is a nice talker, and he would constantly, from what we saw, talk circles around Lucy. He even did it during the reunion finale.
I'm not sitting here now saying, oh, what I did was right. I get it. The minute that it came into my head at the thought of losing her, you know, I realized how much I cared about her.
So the minute you thought about losing her, you realized how much you cared about her. But you ain't think about her at all while you were doing the things that you were doing during the mixer. It don't make sense. Math is not math. Hannah is absolutely right. They did just want to haul past during that mixer. But anyway, 6 months after the wrong couple won, we get Ollie's grandest gesture yet, which we've already seen because they couldn't keep that under wraps too long. And AD was never this happy with Clay. I'm gonna just go ahead and say what everybody's thinking.
Oh my God! Is it?
I'm glad that their LA trial run went well. You know, some people are saying, oh, Ollie, I don't know, he's still moving funny. I don't feel like he really into her. To me, it seems like he's been thinking about marrying AD since the show. He said it on Perfect Match.
That doesn't work out. I'll be back again next year. No, wait, I'm joking. I'm going to marry AD.
Contrary also to what Justine thought. I think Justine's parasocial relationship with AD went a little too far because she was talking about AD, oh, that's my girl, that's my girl. And I know, as black women, that's just something that we use. But she was going really hard for AD as if Ollie did something more than lied to her about the kiss.
I just would be damned if another man plays in your face. You're very deserving of an incredible love. I just don't think that it's Ollie.
Okay, it was a big deal, but they got over it. Justine was still very upset about it, and maybe she just felt slighted, you know. She had a stake, had a dog in the fight too. Maybe she was really starting to like Ollie, and she felt kind of slighted about him. I don't know, but she was going a little hard. Madison said that she thought her and Freddie were the strongest couple. Okay, I'm happy that they finally started to have real conversations about the fact that they live in 2 different countries on 2 different continents. Madison said she would have moved to Manchester, but I'm with Freddie on this one. She took a long pause before saying yes. And I'm still a firm believer that Freddie is not Madison's type. She just likes the idea of Freddie, and she saw his season and she knows that he's a good guy. So she's trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah. You're so friendly. You're so easy to like get to know and to love.
So I'm really hoping that they went ahead and wrapped this up when filming ended. To my surprise, Sandy told JR, look, I'm gonna go ahead and roll with Louie real quick. JR acts like he's sad, but he on his way to sign up for Player Island right now, so I don't even know why he's faking it. He's gonna be joining Javin from season 2 of Love is Blind UK. Now Louie's like, people always have this bad boy image of me, but they don't really know who I am. And it's like, Louie, we do really know who you are, because you in a PR relationship with Huda from Love Island right now. So clearly it did not work out with Sandy. And in true Louie fashion, he votes the very classy, vintage way.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a friend by their toe. If they scream, let them go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well, that's as easy as that.
Rachel and Ray, I actually think they look cute together. They over here making up special handshakes. And then AD was like, oh, me and Ollie gotta make one of these. And they opted to go make a whole baby instead. So, I mean, that's a special kind of handshake if you ask me. I am questioning and a bit concerned about this crying wall that Rachel says she has. And I'm concerned that Ray didn't dig more into it, or at least we didn't get to see him dig more into why she has a wall of all her friends crying on reality TV.
I want for you to see my crying wall in my apartment.
Your crying wall?
Yeah.
What's that?
I have a wall of like all my friends crying.
Like pictures?
And then I'll have to add the one from...
But how did you get them?
You just took
From
him.
the TV.
Oh.
Does she look at it when she's sad so she can feel like somebody's crying with her? Does she look at it and get happy? Why does she have this wall? Now, before everything wrapped up, Juliette was finally in her element. The men were all over her, pick me, pick me. And Juliette was like, this is what I wanted. But in reality, she let the wrong one go and she pissed off the wrong one. Because Carrington was like, oh, bet, you're not picking me? I'm burning all this shit down. He goes over to Scott, hey, she said she ain't want to match with you because you was too young. And then Scott was like, oh, bet. And he wanted an out anyway. We already know he wanted an out anyway. He was like, okay, I'm leaving. Made it all performative. Let's just be honest here. He was just there for the vibe, so that was nothing to him. Shout out to the editors for that sad montage that they gave Juliette at the end of her segment. I haven't done too much digging into if these couples are still together. I might do some after this, if I really care to, but y'all probably will let me know. This first experience with Perfect Match has been fun. I finally understand why it's called Perfect Match now. I appreciate y'all watching this season with me and hanging out with me this season. The finale did make me want to fight Nick Lachey because I feel like production should have let Ollie and AD win regardless, and we know that they can do stuff like that. But maybe not in this case, because I guess the cast would have been like, well, who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote? Okay, whatever. Maybe they couldn't. But they can do whatever they want to do. But actually, one of the best things that I got out of this season is y'all's suggestions. So many of y'all have been like, you need to watch Siesta Key. You'll understand Juliette better. Not only that, it's just a good show. So I'm going to watch Siesta Key. I'm probably not going to cover it on here, but maybe I'll drop a community tab post letting y'all know I'm watching it, whatever. I'm definitely going to be watching it in the near future, probably when I go on my winter break. Thank y'all for recommending. Until then, I'm going to go get these final thoughts edited, posted, and if y'all care to join me to watch this season of Love is Blind UK, my first 2 videos on it are already up. You can check them out below. And until then, I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Not the light is not on me. Hello, I'm over here. Girl. Mixer. You sneezing? Of all her pictures crying on of all her, Scott was like, no, it was Scott. Was it Scott? No, it was the other guy, Carrington.
Wake up in Pasadena, nobody asked where we from. Cold-blooded conversation, ADD told me to run. Why he got too many coats, Cali got too many sons. Home with the famous and broke, broken and lonely a bunch.